This video is for you if you want to know how people are able to sell out millions of naira worth of their ready-to-wear product on Instagram, and yet you are struggling to sell even one, or maybe you're not having as much sales as you think you should. Watch the video to the end, as I'm going to explain to you principles that have guided me to make more sales than I used to do in the past. First, I want to start out by saying that this thing is not as hard as you think, right? I know so many social media managers and coaches have made you feel like if you do not hire their services, you're not going to succeed in business. Well, I'm here to tell you it's not necessarily true, okay? So these are the things you need to do, right, for you to appear professional and for you to start drawing in the right kind of audience that would buy from you. Number one, make sure your page is professional enough. By professional, I mean, how is your bio written? What do you have on your highlights? And what are the first 3 or first 4 posts people see on your timeline? Very important. Make sure your bio is professional enough, where you have your business name, not your personal name, your business name, and where you explain what your business does, on your bio. If you're a ready-to-wear brand, you state it out there, ready-to-wear brand. Probably also state who your target audience are. If you make corporate wears, you can say a ready-to-wear brand catering to women in the corporate world who are looking to an upward trajectory. Let me give you a simple way. Go and check out other people in your niche, see how they are writing their bio, all right, and maybe draw inspiration from there and twist the words and write your own bio. All right, so let people know who your target audience are. You can go on to state what time you open and what time you close. If you have a physical store, put the address on there, because I've come to see that people who have a physical store tend to be a lot more trusted and people buy a lot more from them than those of us who do not have physical stores, okay? Right. For those who do not have physical stores, I'll tell you what to do as we go along in this video to make people still trust you, right? Because when they come, the first thing they might likely ask is, what's your address, right? To be sure that you're not a scammer, okay? So as we go along, I'll tell you what to do, right? So make sure your bio looks professional. Talk about your product and the services you render on the bio. And if you want to add other values that you're offering, right, or what makes you stand out, please do. Like I have it stated on my bio that I offer perfect fit and clean finish, right? It's stated on the bio there. And it's also stated that I am an online store, right? Online store with location at Lagos and Calabar. So they know that this is not a physical store. I'm not trying to, tell you I'm a physical store, I'm a scammer or anything. At least the bio has stated the major things that I think you should know about the brand. Make sure yours look like that. Like I said, if you need inspiration or guidance, go and check people in your niche. People who are offering about the same kind of product you're offering, right? Check out how their bio reads and put it on. If you have a website, please put the link to your website on there. I also find that if you have a WhatsApp business and you put the link on there, it also helps, right? Because most clients, I don't know if it's for security reasons so that they can have your phone number. Most clients like to chat on WhatsApp instead of closing the deal there on Instagram, okay? I guess by having your phone number, if you're a scammer and they have the right connect, maybe they can track you down. I guess that's why. So put your WhatsApp link there. Or if you have a website, put your website link on there in the bio. Now, coming down to your timeline, please do not have any personal pictures or family pictures on your timeline. Let your timeline look very professional. Present your clothes and let your caption sound like you are there to sell. Now, I know different people have different social media strategy, okay? I know there are some people who do skits. They do skits, they are entertaining in the skit, and of course, they don't want to sound salesy. So their first line or first caption is usually something in relation to the skit. Do you understand? For example, if you're making a mother and daughter funny kind of skit, the caption might be, as my mama no kill me, you self no go kill me, right? Fine, it's not a problem. You're trying to entertain your audience and you don't want the caption to sound salesy, but please, you are there to sell market. After you have written that caption, go down at the bottom and still talk about your products. Let them know the dress on the mama is called Lucy dress. Lucy dress comes in size 12 to size 20, and Lucy dress costs so amount. You can go on to describe the product, right? Lucy dress is made out of high quality damask fabric that doesn't wash or fade or frail, something like that. And then go down, talk about the next outfit that was displayed in your skit, maybe the one that the Peking wore. This my example is funny. You can say the dress worn by a Pekin is called Tata dress. Tata dress is made out of chiffon. Describe the product because you're there to sell. You're not just going to entertain people and let them swipe past. You want them to know that, look, I'm here to sell. I'm not trying to be too salesy. That's why I am starting off maybe with comedy videos. But here are the details about the products because I want you to buy. Babe, don't forget that you're on social media to sell. I see a number of people lose guard on social media and turn the whole page to a skits page. They turn their whole timeline to skits that when you come on, you don't even see the product. You don't even know which product is for sale. You don't know, you don't even know how to go about buying. They have turned the whole thing to a skits page. If you're not smart enough to probably maybe notice their website or their Instagram, to go on there and communicate with them, you might swipe past. So many times I swipe past. I come in to buy something, I don't even see the product because you have made skits everywhere. Skits everywhere. No products, So don't make this mistake now. There are other strategies. So you can go on, or maybe in the course, if you want me to make a video on social media strategies that you can adopt for your ready-to-wear brand on Instagram, please let me know in the comment section, right? But I know that you can make your research and still find this out. But I'm glad to help if you want me to. Okay, so let's your clients see products, right? Now the next thing I want to say is display these products in a very clean, professional way. Nobody is saying break the bank. Nobody is saying you must hire a professional videographer or photographer if you cannot afford one, but make sure that you're using a good quality phone. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. The quality of phone you use will determine the quality of image or picture or video you're going to get. Right? It must not be a very, very expensive iPhone. As simple as an iPhone XS Max, right? It will give you a clean quality content, all right? And I know there are so many Android phones too that would give you clean quality pictures and images. I don't want to hear anybody say, I don't have it. Babe, Bobo, plan, buy them. That's what everybody does. They plan, they keep money aside, and they buy. You don't even need to buy brand new. You can buy the foreign used, the UK used, the London used, or US used, right? Everybody starts somewhere, but we cannot continue to give excuses because of our lack of resources or lack of money. Plan and buy. Keep 10K, 10K, 20K, 20K every month and buy a good device because that is what will give you good quality content, except you don't want to be regarded seriously, right? Go on social media and look at all those fashion brands that you follow and you admire and you like. Do their picture quality look blurry? Does it look dark? Does it look very unprofessional and unkept? No. So why do you want to sell? Why do you want to come on social media and compete with these people? You want to sell as much as they sell or even better than they sell, yet your own image quality is tacky, shaky, blurry. Somehow, you're not going to sell because that's the first impression that these people are going to make or have with your brand. And first impressions matters. So if they come and they see the video shaky or dark and looking funny, do you think they'll trust you enough to buy from you? Because you're not putting in enough, you've not invested enough in presenting your product right. Please. In fact, let me narrow down on that one. You are presenting your products on social media. It's a presentation. And the way you want to be addressed, the way you want to be respected, the way you want to be treated depends on how you presented your work. So you cannot come in looking, even in fact, some of you even present clothes that are rumpled. The clothes are wrinkled. And yet you are putting a price there that you want people to pay, a high price for a wrinkled garment. Let's not even talk about those who don't like to iron properly. Do proper tailoring ironing for their hem to look clean, for their side seam to look clean. It's almost as if they got up from the machine and just wore the cloth to snap. Who is going to take it seriously when the other brands are presenting excellent work? So how are you going to sell? Make sure your presentation is top notch. At least try, make an effort, extra effort, to make your work presentable. Now, I'm also going to talk about the ambience of the environment in which you stay to present your work. I've noticed so many brands now know the importance of this. So you see they create a nice corner in their store for photos, for videos. Very good. Please, that's what you should do. Make sure that the area where you're taking these pictures or making these videos is clean and presentable. Okay, that's why you see so many people don't mind spending money going to hotels to do shoots, or going to apartments or studios to do these shoots, because they know the importance of the ambience of their environment. If you don't have budget for that, don't stress it. Just make sure the area you stay to make these pictures or make these videos is clean, right? It's important, I'm telling you. It's important. I carried out an experiment and I saw that this thing is important. People of God, have budget to run adverts on Instagram. Have budget to run adverts on Instagram. Except, lucky you already have a large following and those followers are buyers. They have been buying from you. Then you don't need to. Or you have a lot of time to sit down and create creative reels that will draw people, go viral and have people buying. But if you do not have budget for advertisements, run ads to sell. So many of these brands you hear saying they are making 20,000 or 20 million naira sales in 2 days. They run ads. So most of them have a large following, but they still run ads. You know why? Because you might have 100,000 followers, but not all of them will see your content. Not all of them. Instagram will not show all of them your content at the same time, right? But when you run ads, I realize that they first start to show this content to your followers, then they also show to your target audience. Okay, so it's very important to run ads so that more eyeballs see the products and buy from you. If you don't know how to run ads, I'd already shared my teacher's website, before, and I'll share it again in the description box. He didn't pay me for this. I'm not getting any sort of commission. He's just the first social media pro that taught me, and I got to understand, implement what he taught, and I got results. Okay, and then for some of you who have also been asking me for targeting, the targeting I have been using that has been working for me, I had put together a guide, and I'm also going to be leaving that link. If you do not already know how to run ads, don't bother to buy my guide. It won't help you. This guide is only for those who know how to run ads but need the right targeting so that they can start to attract the right audience. I would add and say this once again. My targeting will not work for you if your page does not look good. If your presentation does not look good. In fact, let me also come to this. If you don't know the right kind of designs that will sell, if you do not know how to come up with designs, how to come up with products that people would rush and buy from you, I have a class on that one too. It's called the Sold Out Rack. I'm going to also put the link in the description box. There I tell you the strategy I use to come up with designs that always sell out. Please, I am giving out too much information. One day maybe something will touch from my head and I'll just decide, no, this information is too much. Maybe I'm selling my business secrets out, so let me not do that anymore. So take advantage of it now, okay? Right. Another thing I want to say, still in line with the design is, for those of you who like to copy, right? I'm not saying don't copy you, but I'm saying when you copy, add a little more intelligence to what you have copied. Bring your own touch into that design. We all know how trend is and trend sells, okay? So when you are copying that boo-boo, since you have noticed that a lot of people like boo-boos, and this is the kind of boo-boo that people are buying now, put a spin to your own. Because when you run ads selling the same product 1,000 other people are selling, baby, let me tell you, those audience that you are showing your product to have already bought it. They already have it, so they don't want it. I'm telling you, they don't want it. If you want to push further, ask people around you, do you like this boo-boo? Do you have this boo-boo? They will likely say, yes, I have the boo-boo in red color, in blue color. So what's special about your own? So make sure your product is cute. Make sure your product has its own uniqueness so that people will buy from you. So that you will not buy my ad targeting class, run ad and say Pendra ad targeting is not working. It's working, it's working for me, and it will work for other people who understand how to create designs, present their designs, and have people rushing the goods. Oh yes, for those of you who do not have a physical store, I said I was going to tell you what to do for people to easily trust you. All right, number one is try to be consistent, right? If you notice on my own page, which I've noticed a lot of you have gone to follow me. Okay, if you notice on my own page, I have maintained the consistency in the face of my model, right? And if you also notice, I've maintained consistency in my background, right? The ambience of where I make my my videos and pictures, right? So that way people have seen a face and they can associate the face to the brand, right? Number two, I did an intro video where I introduced myself as a business owner and also introduced my brand, what made me find this brand, right? And who this brand is targeting. Okay, so when you make a video like that and you pin it, right, you pin it amongst the first 3 posts on your timeline, it makes people feel like they know you, they understand your brand, right? They start to have a little trust for you, right? And then number 3, when these people come into the DM after you've done all these things and then somebody still tells you, are you a scammer or would you scam me, right? Another thing I do is I go on to send the handle of my customers in their city, right? If you're in Abuja, I send you a handle of 2 or 3 of my clients in Abuja. I tell you to go inquire from them who I am and how my product looks, because they have seen my product before, they have worn my product, they know how the fit is, they've seen the finishing, and they've also done business with me, so they know how my customer service and my relationship with them is, right? So when I do this, it always breaks their resistance and they always buy. Okay, don't blame people who come online and ask you if you're a scammer. Some of them have been hurt in the past, right? Some of them do not know some indices to look out for on a page to know if you're a scammer or not, right? What I noticed some people do is that they scroll down to the bottom of my page, down to 2018, and they've seen a consistency. The same face they are seeing today is a face that they had been seeing down in 2018. Plus, I have been making so many posts. I've made, so far we're approaching 1,000 posts, right? So they know that, okay, this page looks genuine, but some don't have those indices to guide them, so they will still come into the DM and ask you, are you a scammer? So what you do, just send them your client's handle. If you've watched up to this point, God bless you and have a fabulous day. Bye bye.